A city shaken. NYPD Commissioner Edward Caban resigns amid federal probe. New York City is reeling. The resignation of its police commissioner, Edward Caban, has sent shockwaves through the city. Caban's departure follows a federal raid, a stark reminder that even the city's top law enforcement official is not above suspicion. His resignation marks a tumultuous period for the NYPD and raises serious concerns about potential corruption within its ranks. Caban's sudden exit comes amidst a backdrop of multiple federal investigations targeting high-ranking city officials. These investigations have cast a long shadow over Mayor Eric Adams's administration and fueled speculation about the extent of potential wrongdoing. At the heart of the investigation is the NYPD's enforcement practices within the city's vibrant nightlife scene. Federal authorities are particularly interested in the activities of James Caban, the commissioner's twin brother, who owns a nightclub security business. The allegations against James Caban are serious. They raise questions about whether he used his brother's position for personal gain, potentially undermining the integrity of the NYPD. The investigation has left New Yorkers questioning the very institutions entrusted with their safety. The long arm of the law. Federal investigations target City Hall. The federal investigations extend far beyond the NYPD, reaching the upper echelons of New York City's government. Multiple agencies, including the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office, are involved, signaling the gravity of the situation. The investigations have sent shockwaves through City Hall, leaving many wondering who will be caught in the crosshairs. The probes have also fueled public distrust in the city's leadership, creating a climate of uncertainty and anxiety. The investigations are wide-ranging, encompassing allegations of bribery, extortion, and abuse of power. Federal authorities are leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of justice. These investigations represent a significant challenge for Mayor Adams, who campaigned on a platform of cleaning up corruption. The mayor has vowed to cooperate fully with the investigations, but the scandal threatens to overshadow his agenda and undermine his administration. Under the spotlight, nightclub enforcement and a brother's business. The federal investigation into the NYPD's nightclub enforcement practices lies at the heart of the scandal. Authorities are scrutinizing whether preferential treatment was given to certain establishments, potentially in exchange for bribes or kickbacks. James Caban's nightclub security business has become a focal point of the investigation. Federal agents are examining whether he leveraged his brother's position to secure contracts or gain an unfair advantage over competitors. The allegations against James Caban strike at the core of the NYPD's integrity. If proven true, they would demonstrate a blatant disregard for the law and a betrayal of the public trust. The investigation has also raised questions about the NYPD's oversight of its officers and whether there are systemic failures that allowed such alleged misconduct to occur. Steady hand needed. Mayor Adams appoints interim police commissioner. In the wake of Caban's resignation, Mayor Adams moved quickly to stabilize the situation, appointing Thomas Donlan as interim police commissioner. Donlan, a seasoned law enforcement veteran with a distinguished career in the FBI, brings a wealth of experience to the role. Donlan's appointment is a temporary measure designed to provide leadership and continuity during a turbulent time for the NYPD. He faces the daunting task of restoring public trust in the department while navigating the ongoing investigations. Mayor Adams has made it clear that Donlan's primary focus must be on ensuring the safety and security of all New Yorkers. The mayor has also emphasized the need for transparency and accountability within the NYPD. The search for a permanent police commissioner will be a crucial test for Mayor Adams. He will need to find a leader who can restore the NYPD's reputation and guide the department through a period of significant reform. In his resignation letter, Edward Caban insisted that the ongoing investigations had become a distraction from his duties as police commissioner. He maintained his innocence but acknowledged that the cloud of suspicion hanging over him made it impossible to effectively lead the NYPD. Caban's resignation can be seen as an attempt to protect the department from further turmoil. By stepping down, he aimed to allow the NYPD to focus on its core mission of keeping New Yorkers safe. However, his resignation also raises questions about whether he knew about or was involved in any wrongdoing within the department. The timing of his departure, shortly after the federal raid, has fueled speculation about what he knew and when he knew it. Despite his resignation, Caban's legal troubles are far from over. The federal investigation is ongoing, and it remains to be seen whether he will face any criminal charges. James Caban's nightclub security business has emerged as a central focus of the federal investigation. Authorities are scrutinizing his company's financial records, contracts, and communications with NYPD officials. Investigators are particularly interested in any instances where James Caban's company may have received preferential treatment from the NYPD. They are also examining whether he used his brother's position to influence the awarding of contracts or the enforcement of regulations. The allegations against James Caban have raised concerns about nepotism and corruption within the NYPD. They have also fueled public anger over the perception that some individuals are above the law. The investigation into James Caban's business dealings is complex and multifaceted. It remains to be seen what, if any, criminal charges will be filed. Despite being at the center of a federal investigation, Edward Caban has not been charged with any crimes. His attorneys maintain his innocence and emphasize his full cooperation with authorities. Caban's willingness to cooperate suggests that he is confident that he will be cleared of any wrongdoing. It also allows him to portray himself as being transparent and accountable, in contrast to others who may be trying to obstruct the investigation. However, cooperating with authorities is not without risk. Caban's testimony could potentially implicate him in criminal activity or damage his reputation, even if he is not ultimately charged with a crime. The federal investigation is ongoing, and it remains to be seen what impact, if any, Caban's cooperation will have on its outcome. Section 8. Recognizing service under pressure. Mayor Adams acknowledges Caban's achievements. Despite the cloud of suspicion hanging over Edward Caban, Mayor Adams has praised his service as NYPD Commissioner. The mayor has acknowledged Caban's accomplishments in reducing crime and improving public safety. Adams's recognition of Caban's achievements reflects the complex reality of the situation. While Caban is under investigation for potential wrongdoing, he also oversaw a period of relative peace and security in New York City. The mayor's remarks can also be seen as an attempt to boost morale within the NYPD, which has been shaken by the scandal. By acknowledging Caban's contributions, Adams is signaling that he values the work of the department, even as he addresses allegations of misconduct. The mayor's challenge will be to balance his support for the NYPD with the need for accountability and reform. Section 9. A legacy tarnished? The impact on Caban's career and reputation. The federal investigation has undoubtedly tarnished Edward Caban's reputation, regardless of whether he is ever charged with a crime. The allegations against him strike at the heart of his integrity and raise serious questions about his judgment. Even if Caban is ultimately cleared of any wrongdoing, the shadow of suspicion is likely to follow him for years to come. The scandal will make it difficult, if not impossible, for him to hold a position of public trust in the future. Caban's legacy as NYPD Commissioner will be forever linked to the scandal. His accomplishments in reducing crime and improving public safety will be overshadowed by the allegations of corruption and misconduct. The investigation serves as a stark reminder that even those in positions of power are not above the law. Section 10. The public reacts. A divided city grapples with allegations. The allegations against Edward Caban and the NYPD have divided public opinion in New York City. Some New Yorkers are outraged by the allegations and believe that they are indicative of widespread corruption within the department. Others are more cautious, reserving judgment until all the facts are known. The scandal has sparked protests and calls for police reform. Community activists have long complained about police misconduct and abuse of power, and the allegations against Caban have only amplified their concerns. The NYPD has faced intense scrutiny in recent years over its use of stop-and-frisk tactics and its handling of protests. The scandal threatens to further erode public trust in the department. The challenge for the NYPD will be to regain the trust of the community it serves. Section 11. A city at a crossroads. The search for a new commissioner and the future of the NYPD. The resignation of Edward Caban marks a turning point for the NYPD. The department is at a crossroads, facing a crisis of leadership and a loss of public trust. The search for a new police commissioner will be a pivotal moment for New York City. Mayor Adams must choose a leader who can restore the NYPD's reputation, implement much-needed reforms, and build bridges with the community. The new commissioner will face a daunting set of challenges, including rising crime rates, strained community relations, and low morale within the department. The future of the NYPD hangs in the balance. The department must adapt to a changing world and embrace accountability and transparency. Only then can it regain the trust of the people it serves.